Most important thing I want to do now is just to say a massive thank you to the organizers of this meeting. A meeting of this size, you often get in some contractor to try and run it all, and in fact this was run entirely out of the GIF's office. It was quarterbacked by Mackenzie, and Mackenzie joined us initially as a student from the business school and helped us to run, in fact, almost ran it, the Emerging Technologies Conference in the summer. And if that wasn't enough to burn anybody out, she took this one on as well. But she was ably assisted by Leanne, who's over there on the desk, and Cynthia, Megan, who are probably out there in the registration desk, and Diana, Tina, Gwen, Monica, and Chris, our new acquisition as well on the business development side, who certainly had input in the final development of the program. The program committee were sensational, and thanks Emile for being the chair of the program committee. I was very pleased to see that we had not only every pillar represented on the program committee, but actually we did get students and postdocs willingly contributing to putting the program together, and I think it was a real success, the program. We've had some very good comments about our audio-visual support, so I just want to thank Inland for doing such a fantastic job, and particularly beaming people in from Nebraska and from Canberra yesterday. So that was a tour de force, and we really appreciate it because we know these things can get glitched, but it was both sound and vision was perfect. And also we'd like to say a thank you to the staff at the Bespra. I think they looked after us extremely well. So let's give a round of applause for all of those people. And I know you can't have a good conference without all of those things working as well as they did. So rather than summarizing all of the wonderful things we've done, I just really want to say an enormous thank you to all of the principal investigators, postdocs and graduate students. What I've seen and what a lot of people have commented on who've been coming now since the inception of PERC was the level of sophistication that we are now beginning to see coming out of all of these pillars. I thought the depth and the presentations were very good, and given that we got this money in some cases 3 or 4 years after many other universities around the world had started working on automated phenotyping, I think what we've done is carved out certain niches where we are undoubtedly developing developing a level of expertise which we would eventually turn into a center of excellence. So I think those things are there. I also think now we are sophisticated enough to be able to play with and collaborate with some of the bigger players in this area. So absolutely splendid job by all the PIs, grad students and postdocs involved in the program, so really appreciate it. So the last thing, actually the penultimate thing we have to do is to recognize the winners of the posters. And so, and do we have an order?
Yes, they're in order of theme.
Right.
So there's that theme there.
Right, so that's right. So we're awarding these by theme, and the winner of the winning poster from the phenometrics area, the primary author, Claire Gahagan. Where are you, Claire? Are you still here? No? Okay, we'll spend that money going to the restaurant tonight then. That's all right. The award for the Pillar 2, the Image Acquisition Technologies theme, and that goes to Keshav Singh. Is Keshav here? And I do think you got a couple of collaborators, have you? But thank you so much, Keshav, and well done. Have we got a camera? Maybe, no.
I think we're going to set up some photo shoots.
You're going to set some photo shoots up. Okay, Keshav, great. Thanks. And now for the Pillar 3 for Computational Informatics. And the winning poster is led by Travis Gray. Well done, Travis.
Thank you.
Yeah. We're going to do some photos a bit later. Okay. And then the Pillar 4, Societal and Developing World Impact theme. And the winning poster here is led by Rim Lassued. Where are you, Rim? There we are. We really enjoyed your, what was it, 4-minute tour de force, and you didn't actually run out of time, did you? You finished it just on time. Thank you. And then it's always interesting to see what the judges think and what the People's Choice Award comes out to be. And sometimes somebody gets 2 prizes and sometimes they don't. In this case, the People's Choice Poster Award goes to Tong Hao Chen. Is Tong Hao here? You can go up here. That's it. Well, very well done.
Thank you.
And of course, this is the most democratic one because everybody had a chance to vote, so you can consider yourself extremely popular.
Thanks. Thank you.
Okay, so that's always a high note to finish on, and just my congratulations to all of the people who put posters together, because if you looked at the posters this year and the evolution of the quality of work, absolutely fantastic. And the confidence of those who did the 4-minute power talks, again, it's just a real credit to you, and we feel like the training environment here is getting better and better all the time to have such quality of presentations. So there's one additional piece of news. As you know, I'll be leaving Saskatoon at the end of the year, and of course you're probably wondering, well, who's going to be taking over to lead PERC? And we have worked with the Oversight Committee, and I just want to let everybody know that Andrew Sharp, are you there, Andy? Oh, there he is. Andrew Sharp is going to take over as Program Director. As you may or may not know, Andrew was actually a co-writer on the original grant application, and we spent a month of early mornings in January putting this whole thing together, and it was, you know, it was a bit of a long shot the first time we were writing it, but we were successful, and Andy has ably led Pillar 1 phenometrics throughout the existence of this program, and has done a fantastic job there. And I know that we will hand over to Andy, and there will just be a seamless continuity of the work that's been achieved. So thank you, Andy, for taking this task on, and I'm sure everybody appreciates the fact that you're willing to do this.
Thanks very much, Maurice, for the kind words. I just want to say really thank you to you really for all the work, the hard work and the vision that you brought to establishing the PERC. I know it's been a tremendous amount of work over the last 4 years, and you've done a fantastic job. It's going to be a challenge to fill your shoes, and hopefully I can perform to, you know, just a part of the performance that you brought to the role. So I'd like everyone to put their hands together to thank Maurice for tremendous efforts over the last 4 years.
Well, thanks so much, Andy. And he's such a big guy. His shoes are actually bigger than mine anyway, so I think we're in very safe hands. Anyway, thank you all. It's been a real blast, and I've enjoyed the last 3 years of PERC. Couldn't have believed we would have got as far as we have got, but the momentum is such that I know it'll continue now through the next 4 years. So thank you.